Now, there's a couple of really key actions that took place right here that I think is worth bringing up in this story. Okay? Can 28 men fit on that boat? Mm-mm. So how do you pick who goes and who stays? Shackleton did a really interesting thing. He picked to go with him the men who were the biggest troublemakers, the rabble-rousers, the discontents, because he couldn't afford to let them stay on Elephant Island and create discontent and arguing over food and all those kinds of things. So he took the worst of his lot with him to make this journey. Not the best, the worst. Because that's the only way the 22 men that were going to be left on Elephant Island could survive, right? So that was one major decision he had to make right here. There was a second one. I'm going to point out something on that boat. Right there, see that white line right there? It kind of goes all the way across that boat's hull right there. That's where the original boat stopped. One of the things that he did is he took wood in crates, barrels, and built up by 18 inches the height of the James Caird and put a waterproof cover on it. Had he not done that extra 18 inches, they would have had no way to protect themselves on the 800-mile journey from the sea spray and the cold and all that. They were able to take shifts and go down into that area and at least stay out of the wetness and the cold for a little bit, or at least some of the cold, right? But originally the boat didn't look like that. It hadn't been built up. He made an 18-inch decision, a micro action. He filed his paperwork, Jim, after he was done with the case, right? But had he not made that decision, they wouldn't have survived the trip. Couldn't have survived it, not in that little boat. And so one of the questions that we always ask in these seminars is, are we making those 18-inch decisions? Are we doing the little things that can ensure success and survival? Because the big thing was the 800-mile journey. But without 18 inches, he ain't going to make it. You know, what's 18 inches? That long? Made all the difference in the world. So that's one of the things that we stress about this.